Okay, here we are. This is the Warner Brothers store on the Warner lot. You don't need a ticket to get in this place. It's open to the public, free for all, but you do have to pass through a major security checkpoint, so be aware of that. But once you're inside, it's a nonstop party of merchandise and decorations. Every single Warner Brother brand under the sun, anything you're a fan of, they've got merch here available. And I gotta say, the quality is very good. Universal Studios could take a little lesson here. Warner Brothers really putting together some thoughtful, appealing merch. Then they've got all sorts of decorations and whatnot spread about throughout the store as well. So it's a really eclectic experience. But the main event is out in front of the store. It's sort of like a mini backlot tour. I mean, look at this. They've got a full-scale replica of one of the homes in It Chapter 2, and then the actual costumes on display of the crazed clown and the young boy. They've got museum-quality exhibits here. I mean, look at this. A whole section of floor dedicated to The Exorcist. They've got the crucifix on display from the original one under protective glass, okay. They've got Regan's bedroom door. This is the actual set door that they've preserved and pulled out of the prop warehouse to put on display here behind the guard of a stanchion. A few of the posters on display here. It's easy to forget what a controversial release this was. And then there's this sort of museum docent, okay. She's here to guard us, to give us a warning, this threshold guardian. If we pass beyond her at the end of this small corridor, behind this protective black screen is explicit content, she warns us, from The Exorcist. We give her the go-ahead, so she lets us pass and we move on. This is where you get to enjoy a little bit of artwork from The Exorcist. All sorts of production stills here, really puts you in the mood. But things get a little claustrophobic as you work your way back here in between things, and you turn the corner to see what this thing is, and you come face to face with the gargantuan, imposing. Let me just work my way around this thing so I can get to the plaque. This is the Pazuzu statue, The Exorcist, the original film. The opening scene, this thing is dug out of the dirt. Some say it holds the demon that takes possession of the protagonist, but I gotta say, when you're jammed between a wall mere inches from this thing, it's impressive to say the least. As the great Jerry Blank would say, you could chip a tooth on this thing. But as we move on, we get to the Nun 2 shopping and memorabilia extravaganza. They've got a really nice sort of set staged here, and then actual costume from the movie. This is the wardrobe of Sister Irene, The Nun Part 2. This movie was a lot of fun. It's always fun to see the scale of these costumes and the texture in person, you know what I'm saying? And then if you're a nun head, a nun fan, they've got all sorts of merch, every single product under the sun for you to blow some cash on, okay? Show off your passion for the nun. It's not cheap though, $4 sticker for the nun here, so you gotta loosen up your purse strings. But then again, they have all this set dressing, just sort of decorative decor spread about amongst the actual items you can buy, so it's a really fun museum style experience here. Look at this, all kinds of actual props from various movies in the Conjuring universe. You recognize anything here? It's a lot of fun to try to kind of remember which of the 8 Conjuring universe movies these props are from. But then the absolute climax, here it is, the real Annabelle doll from the original Conjuring. Can you imagine this thing is responsible for the deaths of so many people, and yet here it is just sort of lounging about behind protective glass, behind a red velveteen rope, just being treated like a star. It kind of makes you sick, but the movie was a lot of fun, wasn't it? And look, if you're a big time fan of the Conjuring, you can get your own Annabelle doll. Take this thing home, replica Annabelle doll, $500. Not a bad price for this thing, considering the quality. You could give a couple of your friends a good scare with this. So the Warner Brothers store, free to go to. Check it out if you're in Burbank, California. It's a lot of fun, and happy Halloween.